What you eating?
Blueberry pancakes.
Pretty good, huh? And look, we have coffee in real cups. Where's your coffee? Oh, there it is. Yes, this is awesome. This is amazing. Good morning, this is Joanne.
Good morning.
And you have worked here at Upper Goose Pond for how long?
Probably since the mid-1980s as a volunteer.
The things you've seen.
My father was one of the people that got this whole area set up the way it is now for the Appalachian Trail.
Well, Joanne is so thoughtful and caring, and she is here helping Pete, and she's actually doing the dishes for us, which is super, super nice.
Got to do them right.
What can you tell people about coming up here?
Oh, it's a great opportunity for hikers on the Appalachian Trail. We have a nice cabin, we have a great lake, we have canoeing, and we enjoy having all the hikers here.
Well, we sure appreciate everything y'all have done for us. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here he is in his natural element.
Okay.
Pete, I don't know how much light we've got here. We don't have a lot, but Pete is making pancakes. Oh, you're being videoed. So this is his kitchen.
Three pancakes for you here.
Yeah, well, I'm full.
Any coffee yet, Peter?
Yes, there is. There should be.
Well, thank you for everything, Pete. We sure appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And this is the dining area. Hi, sweetie. These kids, we met you guys the first time at Tom Leonard, right?
Yeah.
And what's your trail name?
Oh man, I haven't thought of one yet.
Oh, okay. What's your real name?
Well, Eleanor.
Eleanor. Eleanor is out here having a great time. They stayed in the state park. I don't know how much you can see of her because the lantern's burned out. We're just wandering through.
6:30.
Yeah, it's time to fly, isn't it? And this is a front porch with everybody's wet stuff. I was going to go out to the lake, but I don't know if we're going to have time. We'll just go this way. So I got to fill my water bottle too. We're going to do an 18 today, so I can't goof around too much. Well, you can't really see much. Oh well. We'll have to come back sometime when we can stay longer. That's a view of it from the front. The hikers sleep upstairs. Well, unless there's overflow and it's not COVID. Then they sleep everywhere. Good morning. It is July 1st.
Happy July.
And it's about 7:20. We have just gotten back on the AT, having come the half mile from Upper Goose Pond. That was definitely a lot of fun. Highly recommend that you make that part of your trip. Right now, with the reduced numbers in the cabin, if you want to even have a shot at it, you need to probably show up by 2. But they weren't really sure when they would start increasing capacity. Hopefully soon. Pancakes were amazing. Pete and Joanne couldn't have been nicer. So today we're shooting for an 18. That's going to be dependent on weather and a lot of other stuff. And I'm going to put this away so I don't fall. Anything to add, sir?
Trying to climb up these roots.
Yep. So I hope you could hear that bird, because when we were hiking with Cam, she said, I'm going to tell you what that bird's saying, but then it's going to drive you crazy because every time you hear it, you're going to think of it. Cheeseburger. Yeah, see, hear it? Cheeseburger. So all we're thinking about are cheeseburgers. We are crossing the Massachusetts Turnpike. Apparently, it's foggy.
US 23.
Oh, I thought it said Mass Turnpike, but I could be wrong. We'll take a look. We were really glad there was a bridge because we could hear those cars going really fast. Pete said there's not a whole lot to see on this section that we're hiking to K-Wood Shelter. So it's kind of just get it done. Well, isn't this just special? I think it goes down here in this ditch. But yeah, these people have really nice digs. They have a lake, And then they have their own little, like, look, they have a swimming platform and they have their own beach. But I think we're gonna have to go here. So we don't get to go there. It's down here, bud. Your morning water feature is brought to you by Green Water Brook. I guess I better go. He's gonna need me. Thank you, whoever put this here. But sadly, it is empty. Now we have to take our lives in our hands and cross US 20. Well, off we go. You can't be a sissy about these roads. Well, that didn't look fun. I guess I have to go do that. Was it hard? Was it hard? He's not talking. That means it was hard. Go over there? Okay. Oh dear. This is not good. That doesn't look any better.
Well, the way I went up here.
Oh, way up there? Yeah, none of this looks good. No happiness here. We have reached the summit of Beckett. Looks like there used to be some kind of a structure up here. Maybe a tower. Trail goes that way. I don't know why there's a fish here.
Which way is it?
That way. I don't know what that says. I still can't read it. I got nothing. Big mouth bass though.
Is it a bassomatic?
I don't know. I don't know if it will sing. It might have one spot at a time. It's very misty. How are you?
Peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, he's struggling this morning.
I'm a little bonky.
I still think he is underestimating his calorie management, but what do I know? This is Finnerty Pond. It's a pretty good sized pond. I don't know if there's a way to get down in it. If, you know, different day, different weather, you'd want to take a swim or not. We, of course, would not take the time to do that. We're already soaking wet. But it looks like a nice little place. This whole elevation up and down, I think it's just going to be lots of little climbs. That's how we're going to get to our 3,300. We've gone probably coming on close to a third of it. And as long as the rain holds out, it shouldn't be too bad. I just hate slogging around in the rain, but it's probably going to end up happening. Oh, there's another view of the pond. Come up here. Yeah. It's really nice. This is a giant hoof print.
As big as my hand.
Like I said to Rich, it's interesting. There's only one of them, so it's hopping on one leg apparently. Ooh, and then there's some kind of paw, big paw. There are a lot of creepy things running around out here. Big creepy things. We are about 3 miles-ish from the October shelter where we will stop for lunch. We are hitting a lot of places where the trails got standing water and mud. So it just takes like that. Takes time. Yeah. Oh. Oof. So far, though, the rain has not come, and I'm real thankful for that. It's the kind of stuff we were talking about as far as the standing water. Sometimes you can hit all the right rocks. Sometimes. Other times, not so much. I'm trying really hard to keep my shoes dry. Oh, well, that didn't work out so great. I splashed it. But water is not a problem today, that's for sure. Wow, this is pretty. Yeah, the creeks are up. Oh, here we go. More water. Well, just for the record, we made it across. We're coming up on a beaver bog. Hopefully they'll have boardwalks over it because obviously the water's high. Uh-oh, I think I might have felt sprinkled. Here we go again. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Stop the insanity. We did it. I think if it gets much worse, you could maybe cross somewhere up there. I don't know. This is the beaver dam. As you can see, they've been quite busy. And it looks like it's sprinkling. So I think we better get going. We had lunch at October Mountain Shelter. I can't think of his name. He was with us at Goose Pond. He's come all the way from Springer, but he's just tired. And he's from Connecticut. We all kind of encouraged him to just maybe take a week off before he pulls the plug. But regardless, it's a huge accomplishment to get this far. The shelter had some branches down. I mean, not to where you couldn't get in or anything, but we're seeing lots of stuff on the trail. It must have really blown up here. And lots of leaves on the ground. We are about 8.5 miles from K-Wood. That's still our goal. Cookie Lady's like 2 miles away. I am not sure if we're going to do a Cookie Lady stop. Everybody says we should, but we'll just assess when we get there. But, oh yeah, Finch rolled in and slow jam and crawl. I think Finch is going, he's going to pull a 20 and go to town. I'm not sure. The other two, I think, are still on target like us to go to K-Wood.
What is that? A little creek? No. It's the trail. This reminds me of going through the Smokies last March. It was raining like crazy the whole time. It's sort of like hiking through a trout stream. Look at this. This is crazy. As long as you can see. Fun, huh? Yes, we love it.
We've walked through a couple areas. This is intentional. It had said something about preserving healthy forests. So I didn't stop to read the whole thing because we're kind of trying to get as far as we can before the rain starts, which Rich says is starting in 9 minutes. So, oh dear. We have to decide if we're going to the Cookie Lady or not. She's just right up here. So I guess I should turn this off and we should have that discussion. Sadly, Cookie Lady, it's not going to be today.
How you doing?
He's going a different way than I did. This one's been tricky. Oh, we talked to a parks guy right before the Cookie Lady. I don't know if I said this or not. If I did, I'll have to edit it out. Oh, we're off trail though. He said that it rained up in this area 5 inches, which would certainly explain why the typical cross is not crossable. So, we're lucky we've actually been able to get across rivers without wading. We've come just a little under 13 miles. We have about, I don't know, 5 more miles to the shelter. We're kicking around, going to Dalton, but we don't know where we would stay yet, so it's all up for discussion. We've been walking with umbrellas for a while now because the rain got harder. We just walked through a big field that if your feet weren't already wet, you just, all hope was lost. So both our feet are soaked. We have about 2.7 to the shelter. I think the talk of going to Dalton's fading by the boards, but we'll see. I mean, if it wasn't raining, we'd be flying. It's finally a decent trail, and it's not super flooded, so that's good. But you always go a little slower in the rain. Hi there.
Blinded by the lights.
I know, sorry. We are actually in the K-Wood shelter. Loft upstairs. It's raining.
Hard.
And after we got so wet yesterday evening and hiked in the rain, a good portion of today, we decided we would be shelter people. Today was not really hard terrain.
There's a lot of water.
Yeah.
About 5 inches of water, a
Yeah.
bad storm last night.
Yeah, I told him about that in one of the clips. So, you know, basically it looked totally flat on a wall, but it was like 3,300 of elevation, and then with the water, it just made for a challenging day. But tomorrow we're gonna get out of here and go into Dalton and just kind of go through Dalton on our way to Cheshire. And in Cheshire, we will go to Father Tom's and we'll either spend the day there or maybe we'll spend 2. I don't know. We gotta take a look at the weather. We don't want to go over Greylock on a lousy day. We want a nice day for Greylock.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's just a little slow going in the mud today, but, you know, the creeks were high, so we had some fun with some water crossings.
Yeah, I stayed dry until at one point there was this one boardwalk and it had a little water in the middle, and I was like, well, I can go over that. And I go to put my foot on the beginning of the board and it immediately submerges itself and my foot just slides. And I'm sitting on my butt in muddy water and both my feet are
She
soaked.
went down really gracefully. So,
But once I got wet, I stayed wet. But so yeah, we've got all of our clothes like under the sleeping pad to hopefully dry out. It's gonna rain again tomorrow, I think, when we leave, but you know, we'll make the most of it. So since there's other people in the shelter, we're gonna cut this short. Anything else to add?
no, I think so.
All right, we'll upload them when we can. Cell service has been rough.
Night,
Night,
kids.
kids.